So you want to do some reviews, Inspector Gadget?
I'm better than you are, so I should do the review.
Okay, alright, well, Inspector Gadget's gonna do the review.
You can shut up now. I'm always on...
Elder God Maniacs, welcome. It is the 15th episode of the Elder God podcast. Really excited about this one. We took a short break after a Christmas special, and we are back full force. Who do we got today? First off, you know me, the host. I am the host, Big Bad Thad. With me, my co-host, Mr. Big Sal.
As I am a co-host, you are also co-host, and I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year.
Now, Salvas, quick thing. You just got back from your big trip last week, so how you feeling? Was it a good trip? You settled in already?
Yeah, feeling good.
Huh?
It was a great time, and it's good to be in this situation I am now.
Now, about your trip, I just want to ask a question. Did they find out about that you were there?
The they I think you're talking about?
Yeah. The FBI.
No.
Oh, interesting.
Don't worry about it.
They got like everybody who went to the Capitol already. Like, you know, like there was some kid in Ludlow. They already got him. Like, phew, they sucked him up.
That's why I moved out of Ludlow.
Oh, good job. Be safe out there. Now,
stay true, man.
Stay true. The first guest today, he's back. His ban from the podcast just expired. He came back on immediately after. Mr. Tony Franchise. Hello.
Happy New Year, guys. I'm back. I've been up 24 hours. I am ready for this.
Now, I hope you didn't bring any cricket chips, because you're going to get banned again if I see any cricket chips on this podcast.
No promises.
The real fans understand that.
Yes. That's all you got banned. And now, our final guest, new guest. I want to get a big round of applause for Robby the Robot.
Welcome to Altair 4, gentlemen. I am to transport you to the residence.
Thank you. Interesting.
Good to have you.
Now, Robby here is our little robot friend.
He's trapped.
He's currently trapped in his box. No fig baths for him yet. But I just got him this past Christmas as a wonderful gift from my loving boss. Thank you. Walmart exclusive. So shout outs to Walmart.
From Forbidden Planet.
And speaking of Walmart, I want to mention today's sponsor, Burrito Bell. They're coming back soon with their potato products, so get hype.
Anyone who knows us knows we love Burrito Bell.
Mm-hmm. And now you can listen to this podcast, of course, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and of course the YouTube channel itself. But what I want you guys to do now is I want you guys to rate this podcast. I want you guys to like this podcast. I want you guys to comment on this podcast because we need the attention. The final thing I have to say, what's an Elder God? What's an Elder God?
Are we going to mention who's this week's Elder God is?
In a second.
Okay.
In a second. But an Elder God is a being we respect. It's the big boys. It's like, you know, like cool fictional or real characters.
Well, we'll just say characters. Real life, because all of them are real life characters.
You're right. And today's Elder God is the one and only Inspector Gadget. I told my coworker that we're doing podcasts on Inspector Gadget, and she laughed at me. So she probably doesn't think I'm actually doing this, but here we are today. And big coincidence here, we did not tell him, but the day before we recorded this podcast, the Patty Smalls sent us a picture, I believe at GameStop, of his newly released Inspector Gadget pop figure. Total coincidence.
Yeah, I have that written down to mention. And then there's a Mr. Peanut one that just came out, brand new.
I think we may have to go.
Every time I see these, I think I need to start an Elder God Funko Pop collection. I don't know if at some point I think I'm going to have to do it.
Be big.
But I have Kool-Aid Man, and there's a lot of other characters we could do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, shout outs to Patty Small.
We're going to have to get you another shelf.
Yeah, I don't have room for this stuff. I mean, it just sits in a box in the basement.
Picture of his Inspector
It's
Gadget.
great.
That is cool.
$8.92.
Did he know that we were doing Inspector Gadget?
He did not know.
Wow.
I think
that's Elder God fate.
I think the only people that knew were us. I don't think I told anybody. Oh no, I told Ryan. I don't think Ryan told him. You know what? They both work at Big Y, so.
Shout outs to Big Y.
Could have been leaked.
I'm gonna talk about Big Y.
Housekeeping. I have a few things to address from past episodes.
Right.
Specifically, the last episode, the Christmas special.
Wonderful episode.
After the episode dropped, I got a text message from
who?
A certain individual that we are going to call A2. A2. I get this message. Listen here, you guys forgot the original Christmas movies in regards to us discussing Christmas movies in the last podcast. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman and the original animated Santa Claus movie. I thought you were professionals. Anyways, good episode. I will definitely watch more in the future. Keep up the good work.
Okay, well.
Well, I responded.
Okay.
So here's my response to him.
That was very professional.
I understand you have beef with us not addressing and discussing a few Christmas classics on the Elder God Podcast Christmas Special. You specifically mentioned Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, and the original Santa Claus animated show. During the pod, we talked about Christmas movies. The 3 you were asking about were not actually movies. They were TV specials, all which are under 60 minutes after commercial ads. They have their place in Christmas tradition, but not as films. They are on the same level as Shrek the Halls, which originally aired on ABC in 2007, strictly a TV network special.
If I may chime in.
Oh, go ahead.
Shrek the Halls was on the list, if I remember correctly. There was one...
We allowed it because there was an Elder God featured in it. There's no Elder God.
Frosty isn't an Elder God.
We don't count that Santa Claus.
But they're not movies. So I just want to clarify. We would have mentioned them if we considered them movies. They were not considered movies.
I just want to point out this guy. He also said the same thing on my Instagram post, which I deleted because I did not.
Oh,
so you were...
That was brought up.
And second,
Well, how come it was deleted? He had a good point.
I don't want no haters in my mentions. All right. He also rated.
A2, please continue to comment. Hope that doesn't stop you.
I don't know what A2 is, but he also rated. He sent a review on iTunes.
Was it a good one?
It was the same. It was the same comment, but it was 5 stars though. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll leave it.
So he's a fan.
Keep in touch with A2.
Yeah.
It was happened so long ago. I barely remember deleting it until like you mentioned it, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, when did I hear this before?
Yeah, we were very upset, by the way. So I have some updates on that.
You were also in contact with A2.
I was also in contact with A2.
Okay, look it
After
up.
his post was deleted, he was a little hesitant on posting again.
Tell him to keep posting.
You probably can't post because I blocked him.
You blocked him?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Unblock him.
Okay.
I don't know how to block somebody.
So that would explain a couple of things. But I do have some messages from him that I'm going to reveal.
Okay.
There is at least one movie that you did miss that we were talking about. I've forgotten. There was a few in the conversation,
Yes.
but there was
Go ahead.
one. Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, we did talk about that.
Ghostbusters 2 took place during Christmas and the New Year.
It's a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie. That was left off, wasn't mentioned, was an honorable mention. I just wanted to put that out there.
Did he say that to you, or you said that to him?
We said that to each other.
Okay.
We agreed to it. We came to an agreement on each other.
Welcome to Al-Terrible, gentlemen.
Thank you for...
I don't know about that, Robbie, but whatever.
Well, cut him some slack.
So that's all I'm going to say is I wanted to clear up that they are not Christmas movies, but I appreciate... I just want to clarify, I thank his willingness and ambition to question us on something we had discussed, and I hope that others do the same. But he was wrong.
My next housekeeping. This goes back to episode 6, the quarantine special. Now, remember I was talking about the pandas who, because of the coronavirus, they finally bred and they're gonna have a baby, right? It was Ying Ying and Lily. I think it was Hong Kong Zoo. I got some sad news.
Oh no!
It was actually found out that she's not actually pregnant. She was showing symptoms, but then they checked again in September, and she's not actually pregnant. So no pandas, guys. I'm sorry.
What was that?
Was that just known, or how did you find this?
I kept looking it up like every so often because I was like, in that episode, I was like, I'll get back to you when they're born. And I finally looked it up and I realized, it was happening in September, and she's not actually pregnant. That's probably why I couldn't find any news about baby pandas.
Let's hope that we'll be able to discuss them again and hope that they conceive.
Or they switched their consistence again.
I'll help out if you guys need it.
My turn again?
Yeah, housekeeping.
Okay. We received some mail. The Elder God Podcast received some mail.
We got mail? Fan mail? Oh, wow, this is huge. Oh, just a letter.
I'm doing a lot of reading today.
It doesn't have a return address.
It does not.
I
Also, if you want to send us something, inbox us. We'll get you the info. This was sent to us by a good friend of the podcast.
Was it A1?
Might have been A3.
Ooh. It's a printed message typed.
Please try not to look at the letter.
I'm not.
This is my first time reading this.
Oh.
Because I just opened the envelope.
Okay.
It's dated today.
What?
How does that? Okay.
Well, good timing.
Dear Elder God Podcast hosts. I am writing to you this evening to submit a request for Elder God of the Week. This may take some by surprise, but I would like to nominate the CEO of Jet Records, Ian Hawke. Ian is also known to some as Uncle Ian. Ian is most well known for his signing deal with Singing Chipmunks, the internet sensation of 2007 and beyond. Ian's style sets him apart from others. His thick framed glasses, bald head, semi-unbuttoned shirts, showing off chest hair, gold chains, and a swagger every step he takes. He is the uncle I wish I had. I think you have heard enough from me. Elder God hosts, please consider Ian Hawke as Elder God of the Week. You will not be disappointed. See you all soon. Yours truly, Scuba-Steve.
I could tell by his
And there's Ian Hawke
demeanor.
from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
That is a deep V.
I'm gonna have to look into it. I'll put him on the future list. All right.
Ian Hawke,
Just-
Jet Records.
just
Without
like-
him, there would be no Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yes, in the movie universe.
Okay.
So
You know,
put that in. We're going to give this to Janice. She's going to hold on to it, put it in a file, and at our next meeting, the next council meeting, we will discuss.
But you know the funny thing about the Chipmunks is they're also on the no-fly list, just like the people who went to the Capitol last week.
The Chipmunks are?
Yeah, if you look in the movie, they're on the no-fly list. So you think they were there?
I guess I have to watch the movies again.
Watch along.
Yeah, perhaps for our Patreon members. So thank you, Scuba-Steve. If anyone else wants to mail us something, let us know.
All right, cool. Anything to say, Tony?
Then Janice, thank you.
Robbie? Anything to say?
Yeah, thoughts on Ian Hawke?
Now pair aboard, gentlemen.
Oh, good take.
Interesting. How about you, Tony? Anything?
I just have a question.
Oh my god.
You asked my opinion.
Okay.
You did.
Now you're asking a question. You asked your opinion.
I did, but goes. So as you know, there are television show universe and the movie universe.
We don't care about that. We're talking about Ian Hawke, producer, CEO of Jet Records.
Anyway, my other housekeeping. This goes to episode 7. We were talking about Pasquale's Pizza.
I like how you went deep in. I like this.
Huh?
I like that you
Yeah,
went deep
yeah.
into the past.
So, remember how we were talking about how Pasquale's Pizza is just Chuck E. Cheese is a different name? So I figured it out. I figured out the lore here. So DoorDash, Grubhub, there's one other one, I don't know. Uber Eats. There's another one too, I don't know. Postmates. But so what happens is there's different restaurant chains that just borrow another restaurant's kitchen and they cook stuff there. But they sell it their own. So I don't know if Pasquale's Pizza is necessarily that. It may just be Chuck E. Cheese, but I don't know if they share the kitchen. But I found this out. I want to give, I'm not going to give a shout out, but Mr. Beast, he started coming out with this new restaurant called Mr. Beast Burger, which Review Bra said it's good, so I guess it is. But what they're doing is they just rent out a kitchen, and you can only order it on DoorDash or Grubhub. But it's basically like some random local restaurant, and it's helping them out during the pandemic, of course. After that backstory, I want to go to, a couple weeks ago, I'm craving wings, all right?
I had wings last night.
And I didn't really feel like going out, so we went on DoorDash, typed in wings. I was like, So there's only 2 wings places, Buffalo Wild Wings or Wings Over. Shout outs to the Master Roshi episode. I've noticed a third place on there called It's Just Wings. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
I have not.
So I
It's
looked it up.
Just
This
Wings.
is another one of those places where it's only DoorDash, and they apparently they run out like Chili's, I
This
think.
better not be Chicopee Family Pizza.
No. We don't talk about them.
Okay. I'm sorry I got a little aggressive.
This place is probably the opposite. Maybe. So I think they ran out Chili's or something else. I forgot. But I looked at the prices, and they were super cheap. And you got a lot. Like, compared to, like, Buffalo Wild, I don't remember the prices, but it was, like, $10 for, like, a bunch of wings. And they had curly fry, which is automatically the best fry. I also had, like, this cool, like, Hershey cupcake thingy. Cookie. I forgot. But you know why I don't remember? Because I go to order, and they said this restaurant's closed, even though it was lunchtime. So I couldn't even get it.
Do we know where this place is?
No, it's DoorDash only.
Yeah, but we don't know where they cook out of.
I'm not sure exactly. I think it's Chili's, but
Is there any way of finding out?
I tried to look up on Google, but I couldn't figure it out. It's called It's Just Wings. I'm gonna try to order it again another day. But it was
There was
so
only one location around?
near us, I think so. But it was so cheap. I couldn't believe how cheap it was, and I was so excited to get it. And I get a text message telling me they're closed or something. They couldn't process the order.
What time of day?
It was around noon, so they should have been open by.
You would think.
They could have been out for lunch.
But maybe they don't do enough business during the day, so they only open at night. If they're running out of a kitchen,
Yeah, but
it's 2 businesses.
I think DoorDash should tell you that.
Probably.
They said it was open.
I've never used it. So I
DoorDash
don't
told me
know.
it was open. But anyway, I had to go get Buffalo Wild Wings instead. And I just got disappointed because they were way more expensive, and I got less.
Let me tell you something. Now that we're talking about wings,
Yeah.
Hooters last night is such a
Shitty restaurant, yep.
I don't want to say they like con you, but they con you out of the wings. I got 10 piece. The wing, some of the wings are this big, and they're counting that. And it was 10 wings for $10, $12. It was such a joke. And I didn't order anything else. I was hungry. Sat there eating them. I'm gonna be hungry. I was hungry afterwards. Disappointment.
Did you say anything or?
No, that's just how it is, I guess.
You know, Hooters won't be around in another couple of years.
And after serving wings like that, and the wings were okay, but the wings this big. You go to Wings Over, you get a chicken tender.
That's the place to be.
Yeah.
Wings
So
Over
I'm
is
sorry.
big.
I had to mention
I
because
think
of the
Wings Over
wings.
is probably the
I
best.
had to mention that with the wings.
I wish I could talk about it's just wings, but
Maybe on the next
it
one.
disappointed me. Future housekeeping, maybe?
What day of the week was that?
I don't remember. I can look at my...
No, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that was my... Tony got some?
I might.
Okay.
So last podcast, while I was listening,
I'm put my clothes back on. What's up?
well, there was a little bit of a disagreement in the beginning of a podcast. I believe something about a host and a producer. So
Big Bad Fat is the producer.
I am the producer.
yes.
I'm also the host.
Well,
I'm
I believe there was something that you said you weren't the producer. You made it very adamant that you weren't the producer.
No, I'm the producer.
You were.
now you're admitting it.
Oh, no, I'm just saying. Well,
I'm not the co-host. I am the producer, though.
all
We're
right.
both co-hosts.
We can
What's
discuss
the
later.
business
We can
card
discuss
say?
later.
What's the business card say?
Uh-oh.
But
No,
what
it says hosted by Big Sal and Big Bad Fat.
We'll do a death battle later. Medium.
Uh-oh.
Duel.
Duel.
It's going to be
Proper
Is that anything else?
There's be civil wars between
Sides of the table. Let's do some Christmas recap, guys. We had a great Christmas episode. Thank you to everyone who participated.
Certain people.
Hopefully we'll look forward to next year, or this year rather, this Christmas. Hope everyone had a nice Christmas.
I already got some ideas for this.
TF, did you have a nice Christmas?
for the
Quick
parts,
answer, yes.
For the parts I remembered, yes.
Oh, dear.
What about you, Robby?
For your convenience,
Yep.
This guy got bought for Christmas, so he had a great Christmas.
Yeah, finally got bought. It's like Toy Story.
I just want to say I got a few highlighted gifts that I want to point out. First of all, the gifts on the podcast, everyone saw them, I hope. If not, if you didn't watch the Christmas special, go back and watch it.
Episode 14.
That and the just the interviews we did as well. I want to point out that the gifts I got on the podcast were outstanding. The Danny DeVito poster, Employee of the Month poster. Woo. I want to highlight 3 other gifts.
Okay.
My Stuart Little t-shirt. I should have worn it, but I'm not wearing it. My Danny DeVito pillow to go with the poster. The pillow I can sleep with, so it's a different level. Yeah, that's it. I just want to point those gifts out because they are Elder God related. Anyone else Christmas recap?
I forgot what you got me. You got me IKEA ketchup.
Yes.
You know what? That's actually pretty good. I liked it.
I haven't had it yet.
It's good. I can put it on my burger that I made the other day.
You got me IKEA batteries.
I got you IKEA batteries, yeah.
Oh, wow. IKEA up in here.
And you got Moxie.
I also got Moxie and Swedish Fish.
Which
I already
There's
got.
something else I was hyped about. Oh, you got me Kangaroo Jack, the movie, the sequel. Loved it.
Kangaroo Jack does USA or something,
He
right?
goes to USA.
And the real Puts in Boots.
Real Puss
Real
in Boots.
Puss in
Nah,
Boots.
yeah, about that. We won't talk about that. That was good. But anyway, we're going to hop in a news segment. You guys got news?
No. This is funny news because we're going to have another news segment later.
No, it's funny news. So unfortunately, I don't have the headline because I forgot to screenshot it. But basically, a man almost died because he injected mushrooms into his bloodstream because he thought he could get high that way, and then the mushrooms grew on his lungs and stuff.
Oh.
How is this funny?
A man injected a tea made from mushrooms, and then he developed a life-threatening infection because they were growing in his blood. He survived, so it's all good. We can laugh about him now. He's okay. But isn't that crazy? Like, can you imagine you sitting there and thinking, like, I'm going to inject mushrooms?
Does it say where this is from? This America?
Netherlands.
Oh.
I didn't even know.
Well, everything's legal over there, right?
Does it say that he was sober when he thought this
He could
up?
do anything else.
I don't.
He must have been high on something else. Probably high on mushrooms. I'm just going to say there are a few people who have listened or currently listen to this podcast who have done shrooms. I discourage you from doing it again. I just discourage you from doing this. That's a good story. Any pictures?
Do you really want to see that?
Well, if they're going to show, like,
Dude.
mushrooms on a lung, like an x-ray, sure.
Anyway, he spent in the hospital. He spent 22 days in the hospital. And, yeah, he lived.
This is recent.
Happened last...
Maybe, I hope,
Keep
maybe
burping,
he
sorry.
spent Christmas in the hospital. Maybe
Merry Christmas. You're alive.
we'll send him a link.
Yeah.
Watching too much Mario Brothers.
Drink time.
Drink time? Already?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did our news recap.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go get some cups.
The cups are just behind the Nicolas Cage picture. See it? Right there? To your left? That's your right? your left?
Hey, close your eyes.
I'm looking over
Ah,
here.
the other guy. I'm gonna put it on your coasters.
I don't know what my coaster is.
Don't touch. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Is this recording?
Yeah. Here's your cup.
Thank you,
Don't
sir.
touch yet.
Hey, don't touch it yet?
No.
Why? Can I give it a whiff?
No.
Is this tab?
Let me put it back.
Is it actually tab?
All right.
Yo.
Ready to roll here?
The tab that you were talking about the other episode? Again, on the Dude Discord, it was like going for like crazy money because like it's almost sold out. It's discontinued. Smell it?
Ready? Give it a smell.
This is tab.
Hold on.
This is tab. That means I got the best guest ever in Elder God history. Can I take a sip?
Go ahead.
This is tab.
All right, man. It's tab.
That's it. I win. I guessed it before I even smelt it or looked at it. I guessed it.
I found tab.
Where did you find it?
Poggers.
Chicopee Big Y.
So
Yo, keep a can. You can sell this.
I got a whole 12 pack.
You can sell the whole 12 back.
I don't think I've ever had tab.
first for me.
Yo, I called it.
Great pink can.
Yo, Rob, I called it.
It was discontinued in October, or announced it was going to be discontinued for the end of 2020.
Rob's excited for this.
He likes it, man.
Did he already finish his cup?
Oh, shit, Rob.
I got another can if you guys want some.
good shit.
Tab.
Caffeine.
Introduced by Coca-Cola in 1963 as their first diet soda in response to Royal Cola, Diet Royal Cola. And it's lasted all these years. It's been discontinued. It was tough to find. I had mentioned in a previous podcast that I was looking for it. And I found it. I wasn't even looking. I was just looking at soda because when I go to a grocery store, always look for the soda. You never know what you're going to find. Mm-hmm. Found Tab. It's a Diet Cola. It's more or less Diet Coke.
It's basically Diet Coke.
Diet Coke was introduced in 1982, but this has resulted in a cult following. People love Tab. And I've got a little note here from 2011 that 3 million cases of Tab were made. How many cases of Diet Coke were made?
20 million.
885 million cases.
That's
That's how little Tab is to the Coca-Cola company, even though 3 million is still a lot.
It's like
So
Jeff Bezos' wage.
Is there any
Pretty
difference between the two sodas?
Okay, from what I understand, if anything, it's like the sweeteners are a little different. I tried researching it today, and I got no solid answer.
We should have like a taste test, you know?
I thought about that. They didn't have any Diet Coke.
I like this can. First off, the can, actually,
Yes.
I feel like it's a little thicky.
I never noticed like it was actually like pink. I always thought of it as like more of a red.
Yeah.
I feel like it's 1975.
I thought it was a blue can. What am I thinking of with a blue can?
Blue can?
Yeah, I thought it was a blue can for
Maybe you're
whatever reason.
thinking RC Cola.
I love this like
You know,
a
you might
product
be
of the
right.
Coca-Cola company at the end of it. The signature?
Yeah. Don't all their cans have it though?
I don't think so.
No, like if you pick up a Sprite, doesn't it say that?
I'll fuck it out. Anyway, that was a good drink. Thank you.
It was.
Trivia question: what does Tab stand for?
It stands for
It stands for nothing. It's a trick question.
It was marketed as Tab. Keep tabs on your weight. As
Oh,
it
clever,
being a
clever.
Diet Cola.
I have
Now-
a trivia question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
How much does Santa pay for parking?
Is this soda related?
Got an answer?
How much does Santa pay for parking? He doesn't pay for parking.
He doesn't, because it's on the house.
Ha!
Got him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's good. You wanted this for the Robbie Rotten episode.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for it.
I thought it was gonna be easy to find then. Walk into a store and just pick it up. I have seen this one since last time I saw Moxie in a grocery store, and that was at a Shaw's in Boston. And they had this stacked. That was at 6 a.m. They had Tab and Moxie fully stocked. But I have a little note here that there were other Tab flavors.
For real?
There was an orange Tab, black cherry Tab, lemon lime, strawberry. There was a clear Tab,
Clear, like Crystal Pepsi?
something like that, yeah.
Ooh, Crystal Tab.
And Tab root beer and Tab ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
Yeah.
Speaking of ginger ale, I'm starting to really like Shasta ginger ale.
I've only had Diet Shasta ginger ale.
I don't know, I'm a big fan of diet, but you can tell.
As we're drinking a Tab. But this is a special occasion. Cheers, everybody, to Tab.
Cheers to Piers.
This will
Cheers.
be rest in peace. Rest in peace to Tab.
We gotta talk about Piers later. But
I'm going to put this can in the fridge.
I think it's time for snack of the week. This is gonna be a blind snack, of course. Always you sit down, walking around in the dark.
I'm hungry, so I hope this is good.
I'm telling you right now, I'm repeating what you said in a previous podcast. I'm telling you right now, it's a cookie.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
I said that?
Yeah, when the Chips Ahoy one.
Well, because when you hand someone a cookie,
Yeah.
you know it's a cookie.
Yeah.
Did you ask? Hold on. Never mind.
Close your eyes.
Is this an Oreo?
It is. You know, that's crazy. I guessed Tab and you guessed Oreo. That's
I bring in Chips Ahoy, you bring in Oreo.
Yeah.
Sounds like something we're going to talk about a little later.
Oh yeah, didn't we? We literally had this. Okay, this is totally This is total coincidence here. But the other day, Sal was asking me if Chips Ahoy or Oreos better, and I said Oreos, and he said Chips Ahoy.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm not a fan of either, really, but...
Oh fuck! This you're gonna know what this is by the smell. Okay, Tony,
Can I smell it? Well, tell me when to smell it.
You can. Okay, so you guys can smell it now. I think you can easily tell what this is.
Can we? It's like
But-
cinnamon?
Oh, close. But anyway, I want to give a quick shout out.
Can I take a bite?
My beautiful girlfriend Misha Collins actually picked this out. So
Carrot cake.
Yeah.
shouts to her.
Is it?
No, but they had carrot cake Oreos
Can I
there.
take a bite? I
know.
haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, try it.
I like this.
But the only reason I didn't get the carrot cake ones because we already did the carrot cake before.
If I open my eyes, will I be able to see what it is by the color of the cookie?
I don't think so. I'll cover the
Let me look.
box.
So we can open our eyes.
Yeah,
It's
you
brown.
can look at it. I'm hiding the logo. I don't think you guys can see it.
This is like
You guys can. So
Fudge Sundae Oreo.
close. Not really. Oh, I taste it now. It's actually kind of good.
Yeah, I like it. Wait, let me taste the cream, just the cream.
Ooh, sucking it.
Couldn't do that with a Chips Ahoy, by the way.
You can do it.
Coffee?
No.
You said cinnamon, so it can't be.
You guys are so far. They're kind of close.
Is it a product like a carrot cake?
No.
It's not something you make. This is like one thing.
You guys want to say Robbie?
Huh.
He's just
Sorry, Robbie. Not that.
He's just as stumped
I
as
keep
us.
smelling it.
You should be able to smell it.
I got nothing, man.
Okay, give it a go.
No, give me a second.
Okay.
Can I have a second one? Feel good.
Yeah, they are good.
Play one over.
Sure.
You get it one no matter what.
Thank you, sir.
You go, Robbie.
Is this like a limited time or is this a regular item?
This is the first time I've seen it, so that's what I'm gonna say.
And it's like carrot cake?
It was with the carrot cake. Like with it.
Is it a dessert? Like
Nah, not really.
Is it like a red velvet?
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
red velvets are red.
I'll give you a hint. It's two flavors actually together.
Are they two flavors that are always together? Like sour cream and onion?
Not really.
Can we get a hint?
Both begin with the same letter.
You're gonna have to tell us.
All right, here it is. This is Oreo caramel coconut.
Ooh, all right.
I would never
No,
got that.
me either.
I could smell the caramel. Maybe because I knew it was caramel. I smelled it right away. But if you take a whiff of this box, you can immediately smell the caramel.
I'm not a caramel guy,
Yeah,
but
but
I will say it's a good cookie.
It's a good cookie. I like it.
Same. I'm not a big caramel. That's too sweet for me. Can I have a sniff?
Oh, sure. Take a whiff of that.
Oh yeah, that's definitely caramel. You don't get that straight from the cookie though.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there. But anyway,
These are good.
that was my snack guy. Oh, Misha's snack actually.
I'm a coconut guy, so
Yeah, I'm neither a coconut guy or a caramel guy, but that cookie was pretty damn good.
Caramel started growing me. Kind of like lettuce. But enough about that. I got this at my local Big Y, of course. And you know, we always talk about Big Y, but I always got a complaint, you know. So this didn't happen this visit. This happened earlier visit, but I have to mention it now because I couldn't mention the Christmas episode. So I went there to get Big Y pizza. I love the pizza. I will give them that. And I went down the lotion aisle and the shampoos and stuff. You know, because you can't check out in the pizza shop for some reason. I don't know. Maybe the COVID likes to hang around the pizza aisle, but I don't know. So
Who doesn't like to hang around a pizza, though?
I guess you're right. So I had to walk to the register. As I'm walking, I almost slip right on my ass with the pizza, but I caught myself.
were you running?
No, I was just doing a casual walk. I look on the ground. There's a big glob of lotion on the ground.
It's a lawsuit waiting to happen right
Yeah,
there.
so I could have sued the place, but I was really hungry for that pizza, so.
I want to point out that it's not that much of an inconvenience that you cash out at the regular registers because you have to walk by them anyway.
Yeah, I
That's
guess.
true.
Like it would be nice if you could just pay right there.
Yeah, I guess.
I did that the other day with a Stromboli.
You can check out there?
No,
Oh.
but I had to pick it up and walk around.
You know, what's the deal with Big Y? Every time I'm there, I'm like, why? Anyway,
Jesus.
look at that.
That's beer and
Look
tab.
at that on that.
Now, let's talk about the pizza. What size pizza? What pepperoni?
Me and Misha usually get the large pepperoni. That's the only good thing, really, Big Y. I only like the Big Y's toppings. I really don't like the beef toppings.
No,
personally.
I agree with you. I feel like
Cause they put like ground beef. I don't know. I just don't like. I don't mess with the ground beef on pizza.
No.
I like beef on pizza. Like Dami's beef, that's pretty good. But I don't like Big Y.
I'm a big hamburger guy on pizza. You get hamburger, pepperoni, onion, or hamburger, pepperoni, bacon. Oof. Sausage.
Bacon's really good.
Oof. Meat lovers.
Yeah. I don't like sausage. But
That's for our pizza day if it ever happens.
Someday.
after Corona.
Yeah, it's only been
I'm
about
talk-
8 years in the making at this point.
Well, thinking about pizza day.
Realistically, 6.
We almost did it, but we planned the wrong date because it was closed.
we were hours away from pizza day.
No, I'm glad we didn't do it that day because I feel like I'm more prepared now, and I actually have a script ready.
Imagine if we had to do it all over again. That would have been hype.
We gotta wait till Corona's done before we can do that because I want to get interviews in this place, no masks. I want faces of these people. But anyway, Tony, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I'm not really a big fan of Big Y's pizza, but I haven't had it in over a decade and a half.
You're missing out. Big Y's pizza.
Decade and a half, man. What are you doing, dog?
Yeah, how old were you then? 6?
Like, no, this is like real young. We used to get it when I was young, and then
The Cookie Club were around then.
probably, and then out of nowhere we just stopped getting the pizza.
Fucking Cookie Club.
We got what do you call it? The fish and chips, but we
Yeah, those
stopped
are
getting
good.
the pizza. So I don't know why.
Well, you have to go get yourself a sandwich there.
Yes. So I got a long list of stuff.
Maybe
that I
we'll do it
get
after
from-
this.
All right.
Anyway.
Song time?
Yeah, I guess we'll do the song now.
Can you bring out some more Oreos?
Don't eat too much because I want Misha.
I will buy you another container if that's the case.
I'm
hungry.
Let's play some out.
You didn't eat before here?
I did, but
I didn't eat.
I mean that was like 3 hours ago now.
You have eating the whole middle column right here. Tony wants
good.
some. Take some.
I've never go get an Oreo, but now maybe I'll go buy some.
You're an Oreo guy now.
Are you switching over? Or?
Like, if I were, I guess we're back to this. If I were going to get an Oreo, I would not pick this one up. I'm not a caramel guy. I would pick up carrot cake, not this one, but pretty good.
But I would agree with you. If I would have saw this on the shelves, I would have never gave it a second
And there's
thought.
something like 20 different Oreos. This would not be one I would get.
No. This would actually be the one I avoid because I don't like caramel or coconut.
There is more soda in the fridge if you guys want 2 more cans.
Let me take another one. We are going into Song of the Week at the
This is
45-minute
such
mark.
a cool can.
Damn.
I have to go buy more.
More. So my Song of the Week, I'm telling you right off the bat, you guys are not going to like it because pop.
You don't know that.
Okay, I guess I don't.
You're assuming.
I'm assuming, and that makes an ass out of you and me. I'm sorry. I'm going to wait until you come over here. You're making me nervous over there. What are you doing? What are you doing on the laptop?
What are you doing?
You setting something up for later?
It's not porn
I'm
sound.
sorry, what are we doing?
A song, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I believe.
Whatever you want.
What are you doing over there? No, you're making me nervous about this laptop. Someone says, oh yeah, we haven't mentioned it, but someone has a laptop hooked up with 2 speakers right now. I don't know what it is about. But he's been like hyping this
It's
up.
been set the whole time.
I've been a little.
I thought it was a soundboard, but that's not the case. What do you think, Robbie?
Welcome to
Alright, so my song.
I like some pop.
Yeah.
I
Paramore?
I was in Walmart the other day, and Paramore was on. I knew it.
Pamore's good stuff.
I knew it.
But this song is by an artist I recently discovered, thanks to the Needle Drops Anthony Fantano. Shoutouts to him. He should be on the Elder God list. I'm gonna write that down. Alright. Now, her name is Charlie XCX. Have you ever heard of her?
Nope.
No.
She's
Is that from Good Luck Charlie? She's grown up.
oh no. You think of someone else.
No.
He Deca was drinking.
I'm talking about Charlie Day.
Ah.
Yeah.
He should be an older guy.
You should be. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, eventually I will grab another can because I'm running low over here.
So, this is by Charlie XCX. She's an English pop, electro punk pop. Her songs are really like orgasmic to the ears, I believe. Like they're really the bass on some of her songs, especially this one. Really brings it out to me. Like I vibe with it. Like I like death grips, so I like experimental shit. I like noise basically.
I'm going to point out, you mention Death Grips all the time, and I don't even know what Death Grips is.
It's a band.
It's when you're about to die.
I know,
by
but I don't
someone's
know
grip.
anything about them. I don't know any of their songs off the top of my head.
We did one episode.
Oh.
There's the one with the Shrek guy.
Oh, okay. That's an early Kanzi episode.
Yeah, silly one.
Oh, yeah. Big K is not here, to clarify.
Anyway, this person, Charlie XCX, she started on MySpace actually, and she was discovered by like some weird guy.
Ian Hawk?
Could be possible.
And at like the age of like 15, 14, I thought this story was so cool. She was performing in illegal warehouse raves in East London, where she got discovered and she moved on to albums and stuff. That's pretty cool. Like
That is pretty cool.
underground shit.
Like a speakeasy.
And I also got to talk about she has
time.
a list of influences, and the one that struck me the most is she lists Quentin Tarantino as one of her influences.
Like you would do that.
So he's on the Elder God list, so I guess I had to write that down. Anyway, this song, we've been talking about this for like 7 minutes. Anyway, this song is Gone by Charlie XCX on her album that was released last year, 2019. And this album was actually rated #1 album of the year by Anthony Fantano. Actually, maybe #2. I don't remember exactly, but it was high up there. It was like top 3.
It might have been 3.
It may have been 3. I don't know.
All right.
I don't have internet down here, so I can't fact check shit. I did shitty notes, so I apologize to the fans. So we're going to give it a listen. We'll be right back after a commercial break. Thank you. Okay, Robbie. You seem like a cool dude, so I'm going to need some help. Just come over here. Come over here.
Can I be of service, sir?
Okay, listen, Robbie. There's this stuff I need, alright? Now, I don't know if you know of it, but this stuff is very important to me, okay?
Pardon me, sir. Stuff?
Yeah, man, I'm talking about this can of tab right here. It's so good, man. So good. But you see, they discontinued it, and I really want it, you know, because it's so delicious, you know, diet. What the hell you doing, Robbie? That's the last of the tab, man. What are you doing?
Quiet, please. I am analyzing. Yes, relatively simple molecules with traces of fusel oil. Would 60 gallons be sufficient?
Gallons? Well, slap mine titty and call me Mrs. Kwan, Robbie. You got a deal. So anyway, that was Song of the Week.
It was an alright song.
What song you like?
Interesting.
This is a pop song.
It
all sounds the same to me.
I feel like the bass is really, as I said before, orgasmic. I like it a lot. I really like.
So I will say that I agree with you. I like the bass. I'm not so hot with the her singing. It's I find with a lot of these more modern songs is I don't like some of the how they sing or I don't know how to describe it, but I do like the beats. I do like the everything else about
The
it.
producing. Yeah.
All the the producing there.
Ian Hawke found a gem.
What are you talking about? What do you think, Robbie?
Welcome to Altair Forge.
Very welcoming to him.
Well, we've been welcoming to him as well.
All right, that's only been in my head for like last 2 weeks. Been crazy.
That's a newly released song.
I know it came out last year, as I said.
But you just discovered, right?
Discovered it probably. I discovered it. Oh, actually, you know what? I keep saying last year. I think it's 2020. It came out in 2019.
Gotcha.
My bad.
So, may I ask you guys a question? So your music tastes throughout 2020, did it change drastically? Did it change at all?
I still love Huey Lewis and the News.
Oh, really?
Oh, I expect you to still love that. But did you like expand on it? Did you?
Oh, did you?
Yes.
We know you're into swing.
Well, yes, but.
Swing and a miss.
But it's a good laugh. It's a good laugh.
I think that's your been up 24 hours laugh.
Oh my god, it's my stay up 24 hours mine. Anyways, yes, my music tastes have drastically changed. I still like all the old stuff that I used to listen to, but I'm starting to listen to a lot more modern songs. I
Like
can't
that?
think of not specifically like that, but there. If we had internet down here, I'd share.
There's a lot of stuff I want to say, but it's not in it. I don't know exactly what placing that album. I think it was #1. Pretty sure it was #1.
I come prepared.
Oh, I didn't come prepared with my music taste.
I also didn't know the album name. So it's like
It's alright. It's alright.
it's a good album though. I really like the album. I also like Next Level Charlie was the opener of that album. Really solid, very powerful opening. 1999, great song. And a lot of her recent stuff's good too. I actually I just added all her past albums to one playlist. I'm gonna check them all out soon. I'm really into her right now. She's
I see this.
pretty good. I had trouble picking song of the week because I discovered a lot of artists recently, but
See, your music tastes are expanding.
shout out to Anthony Fantano. Anyway, big segment here, media.
Media.
This is where we talk about
media.
movies, TV shows, video games,
Let's
books,
start.
manga, news.
The whole shebang.
I think you should start.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait. It's getting warmer here, isn't it?
You can turn the heat off over there if you want. I'll start with news, I guess. Media, excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
I was cold earlier, now I'm warm.
Okay, so I watched a bunch of movies, actually. So first movie I watched here, Christmas Day I watched it, actually. Talking about Soul, new Pixar movie. It was okay. It had a good message, I think.
Soul? Oh, I saw the commercials for that.
Yeah. So when the guy, like, almost dies. Well, he does that.
The guy wears a hat, right?
He has a guy. He's black. Okay, well, we can say he's black. It's okay, so.
I didn't say. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that's a new Pixar movie. It had a good message. A lot of plot holes in it. It kind of didn't make sense, but it was okay. It was a kids movie, you know. I liked it though. Really good animation. Pixar, like every movie they come with, the next one's like animation's like fucking crazy. Like if you see like comparisons, like look at Toy Story 1 versus Toy Story 4.
Or The Incredibles. If you
the
look at
Incredibles
the
1,
okay,
Incredibles
that's a
2,
good one.
it's fucking crazy.
Incredibles 2 is great.
Amazing people there.
Soul. Now, where was this released? Disney Plus?
Yeah, it was exclusive because it was supposed to be theaters,
Right.
but
Can you
I
go and
guess
see it in a theater if you wanted to?
I don't think they released it in theaters. They Wonder Woman, new Wonder Woman. I'm not gonna talk about it because I didn't really like it, but
Yeah, you saw it?
I thought it wasn't that good. But that was released in theaters and HBO Max at the same time.
It's like same day release
Yeah,
on both?
so that's in theaters if you want to see it. You know what's crazy? HBO Max announced that every movie they're releasing is going to be launched on HBO Max too, same day. Which makes me kind of worried. I'm kind of worried about theaters, to be honest. Because I like movie theaters, but...
Will you say that again?
I'm worried about movie theaters.
No, before that. What company?
HBO Max? So
Yeah.
Warner?
Warner.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like Space Jam 2, that's going to be on HBO Max.
So, isn't Animaniacs like a Warner Brothers production?
Yeah, it's weird though because like Hulu has the rights to it.
Yeah,
There's a lot of crazy stuff with like bites and stuff. I don't understand the whole thing, but...
I'm not a producer. I don't know.
Yeah. But, yeah, really excited about that. Anyway, Soul, yeah, it was okay. I'll give that a 7 out of 10.
I
You do
want
one now.
to mention I watched Happy Time Murders again
Oh, great movie.
the other day with Scuba-Steve.
We watched that in theaters when it came out.
We did, and we saw Devin Rock in the movie theater right after that.
That was a wonderful day.
And I remember discussing with him our theories about Kanzi's disappearance.
We got the, probably it's called a Little Cup.
Littlefoot.
Littlefoot.
Yeah, Littlefoot. Some
Littlefoot
movie like that.
combo. It was like popcorn, drink, and M&M's. Really good. Very cheap too. Like $7.
This was like a weird afternoon movie. No one was there. No one was in the theater.
it's the best one.
You have an Elder God t-shirt on.
That took a while.
I was sitting here. I took this off and I said it was cold, and you're looking right at me.
I was
You
like
never
5 minutes.
mentioned it.
No, because I'm looking at you. Then like I start to like realize I'm like that's the fucking podcast. So I gotta get a picture of this.
The second he took his jacket off, it was like, hey,
How long ago was that? Like 5 minutes ago. That was before I talked about Soul, right?
yeah.
You giving me a shirt? Oh my god, Elder God t-shirt.
Yeah, you'll be reimbursing me, but there's your shirt.
Yeah, I'll pay you.
Your large is what you want, right?
Yeah, it's good. I'm losing weight, so this is actually big too. Oh, thanks, man. I'm always. Hey,
It's a good look.
shake your hand. What's on the sleeves? Our names?
I picked this up today. No, established
Oh.
2020.
Oh, that's cool.
Picked them up this afternoon. Elder God Podcast shirts.
When did you? That was before I talked about Soul, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was looking at you talking about Warner.
I'm here trying to find the perfect time to do this. I thought it was a good time. We'll discuss the shirts after, but back to media.
Yeah, but we'll talk about shit after. That's no. Cause I'm like looking at you and I'm like my mind's like slowly like the hamster wheel's like spinning and I'm like, hold on a second, where did you get that fucking shirt? Anyway, Happy Time Murders was a a good movie.
Yes.
I liked it a
That's
lot.
what we were talking about. Happy Time Murders.
It's like a Muppets spoof.
It's a
kind of.
Muppets. It looks like a Muppet movie. Mm-hmm. Jim Henson's son, part of the production of that movie, so they are somewhat kind of authentic Muppets. Mm-hmm. And if you haven't seen it, you ever seen it?
I haven't.
I got it on DVD if you want to watch it.
I like the smell.
It's about murdering puppets.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it smells
It's a
straight fresh.
I don't want to spoil it, but I'm gonna spoil it. There's like a funny sex scene in it that's really funny. Like him
Right-
like
right at the
stringing
beginning.
shit. Yeah.
No, yeah, I know what you're talking about when
Yeah.
they're office. Yeah, it's incredible. I don't remember it being that crazy, but it's a good movie. And I had some John's Pizza while I watched the movie.
Hopefully like Chicopee pizza.
Mm-mm.
I'm talking about that.
This was a good side, should be.
So when we first watched that, I noticed that the guy from Community was in that. So
Yes, he is.
you realize
Joel
that now
McHale.
after watching Community.
Yeah.
That's a good guy. He's
I knew
funny.
who he was before then, though.
Yeah, but I knew him from Community.
Yeah, he plays
That's
the
why,
FBI agent.
That's why I like popped off a little bit when we watched it.
Community, good show. I stopped watching that. Maybe I gotta get back into it.
Community's pretty good. I like Community a lot.
You wanna go?
What's good media? Oh, Tony, got any media? You want?
I got a couple of them. Let's start with the movie that I watched. I finally watched Lupin III, the first, the movie, the CGI movie.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
I had to watch it because it looked amazing.
It does look good. It just looks really good.
It looks amazing. It's like I have to watch it for at least that. It was definitely a good movie. I was entertained. I'm also very easily entertained, but I was entertained throughout the whole thing. So it was. I thought it was a really good movie.
I always hear about like Lupin III, and like I just haven't watched it yet. But the CGI movie looked really good.
It looks.
What did you watch that on?
I watched it on Amazon Prime.
Oh, Amazon Prime. Okay. Amazon Prime has a lot of good stuff.
They do.
Like I had to watch it actually because my next movie, Jim Carrey classic, Me, Myself, and Irene. Have you seen it?
I have not.
I've heard about it.
One of Jim Carrey's best. So I actually picked up this. I told you to pick up that movie because remember you were at some friend's house and they were selling Blu-rays.
Oh, I got that for you?
Yeah, so you got me that, and you should have looked at the disc because the disc was shitty and like it kept freezing. So we're like, damn, I really want. Because we started the movie when halfway done it started freezing. But we found out Amazon Prime had it, and Misha recently got Prime Student. So we managed to finish the movie. So Me, Myself, and Irene, great stuff. Jim Carrey, who's an elder god, by the way. Funny-ass movie. So he plays a cop.
Those classic Jim Carrey movies are great.
Yeah. He plays a Rhode Island cop who he has multiple personality disorder because of past trauma. So first he's like a cowardly, like nice guy, but then he turns into like this like crazy guy named Hank, who, like. He's mad. He's
you're thinking of The Mask.
Not The Mask. But no, this is a good movie. It's really funny. And as I was watching it, I think I found another elder guy candidate from that movie. And I'm going to give him a shout right now. Jim Carrey's Black Sons. He has 3 of them in that movie. They were hilarious, the whole movie. It's kind of racist, but...
I guess I have to watch the movie.
Because it's racist.
To understand.
Yeah, but no, it was... I think some jokes may not slide today, but it was funny if you're into it. The guy, I forgot his name, but he's the a black small person from Bad Santa.
Yes.
He's in that movie too.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to spoil it, but
he's not one of the kids?
No, he's not one of the kids. He's actually like I don't want to spoil it.
I want to watch it now.
He has a really fucking funny line. And if you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm gonna
hilarious
watch it
line.
and know the line now.
It's like a top 10 like funniest line ever spoken in comedy movies. But I want to show that movie. It's a good story. I liked it. I watched it as a kid, and I watched it now as an adult. I actually like understand it. So, shout outs to
Who is Irene?
Maturity. Oh, Irene is the love interest.
No, but who's the actress?
Renee Zellweger, I think. Oh, you got me go.
New year, new me. I wanted to bring something else to the table now. We talk about movies. We can talk about sports. We can talk about TV. I said maybe a video game would be something to talk about.
What are you gonna say?
Somewhat of a video game.
You don't play video games, so I'm excited to hear what you guys say.
I played a simulation. I was invited to participate in this.
GFK Simulator?
Sure. No.
Okay.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Doki Doki Literature Club. How did you find this?
So here I am sitting at a computer playing Doki Doki Literature Club.
Where?
Not knowing what I'm getting myself into.
Who was this?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Let's say they know A2.
Fucking A2 guy.
So this is not disclose who A2 is.
No, but you might.
But
wanna...
it was TF. Do I disclose that?
Yeah, you can if you want. I just to say like spoiler warning.
Yeah, spoiler. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but I'll give. This guy says, "All right, you want to come play this game to get for the next podcast something to talk about."
Okay.
So I go over to play this game. He says it's gonna be like 4 hours.
Yeah,
first off, I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing.
I feel like to really appreciate the game, you would have to know the genre beforehand, but you still enjoyed it.
I feel like I would have. Okay, no, I'm playing this game and it's like really a drag. The first hour.
The setup is really
right. We're just talking. We're trying to go through it. I'm paying attention, but I'm missing some things. And we're
you
going
missed
through,
quite a few things.
And all of a sudden, the girl is. I walk in and the girl's hanging from the ceiling, and I was like, holy shit! Like I kept saying, I was like, oh, this girl's gonna kill herself, not knowing that. The game doesn't look like it's gonna be a gory game. I didn't expect to see that.
Okay, so.
But I thought, oh, it's gonna happen.
So this is made by Dan Salvato.
Yeah, I even looked that guy up.
He's a great guy. He made the 20XX mod for Smash Melee. Shout out to Kevin.
Have we mentioned him on the podcast before?
We haven't, but he does a lot of stuff. He also speedrunner Yoshi's Island 64, Yoshi Story. But I follow him on Twitter, and like he was talking about he's making this game when it came out, and like he was hyping it up. So basically, it's a visual novel. It's like an anime visual novel. If you ever played the genre, you know it's like dating sim.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
It takes a very dark turn, obviously. And I remember I played it the day it came out because I did not want to get spoiled, and I beat it I beat the whole evening And like it was pretty fucking crazy. Like I really enjoyed that.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get through the whole thing?
Probably about like maybe 4 hours.
It took him 4 hours just to get to Sayori.
Well, I was I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna miss something. I didn't know if that was the game, and I was like, okay. Then when I walked into the girl, I kept saying she's gonna kill herself. Is she gonna kill herself? I didn't think it was gonna happen.
You said
it looks like a kid's game.
like you right before.
All of a sudden, the door opens. Boom, boom, boom. She's hanging.
So like the
I was shocked. I was literally shocked.
It shocked me too.
like the decision.
Like I knew something was gonna happen.
Oh yeah, the decisions. I kept making the decisions like to really get at this girl, like to see if it would happen, not knowing it was actually gonna happen.
So like
Yeah,
the
me too.
decision before he says, "Oh, I'm gonna make her kill herself."
Yeah, I'm shitting on her as much as
I
possible.
don't remember the names. I just remember the Monica, but
Monica, Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki.
I like the little pink girl.
That was the one that you kept getting matched with.
Yeah, I know. I kept getting matched to her too. Connected minds.
So then we kind of skipped through the game.
So did you beat the game?
No.
No, we went through it, but we skipped through it.
You missed the funny stuff.
Well,
I didn't. It was weird,
let me.
It got weirder.
but I wasn't really.
I dragged them through the rest of it.
Yeah.
But I skipped a whole bunch of stuff in Act 2.
Right,
But
where
he
the girl
saw
stabs herself.
he saw Yuri, and I did bring him through.
No, it's a 3-year-old game. We can spoil it. It's fine.
It is a 3-year-old game, but like
I'll put a warning. But
I feel like the people who haven't played or watched it yet, they haven't played it yet, is because they don't think it's that type of video game.
it's really good.
It kept coming up with the warnings at the beginning of the game. You know, you're gonna see disturbing stuff, and I thought, all right, this is a dating simulation. I'm gonna see some like sex stuff maybe, or I don't know, because it's all this weird anime I'm not familiar with whatsoever. So I thought, I don't know, maybe this is gonna be someone's gonna flash me. I don't know, and
know
then all of
what?
a sudden it's like gore, it's murder.
Coincidence. This is gonna have to do it Elder God the week later. So we'll get to that.
All right. Anything else to say? The ending was pretty cool. It takes over the computer and stuff. I
Yeah,
don't know how to describe it.
That's
You have
what
to
Elder
delete
God-
the files.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff, man. Yeah, you delete the save files.
So
Awesome.
there's also like I kind of I looked into the game a little more because there's some people who kept messing with the game files, like they would save Monica off on another file and put her back in once you delete her, and it just crashes the whole entire game. It says that she doesn't want to go back into the game.
It's not what I expected. First time playing anything like that.
No, I wish you paid a little more attention in the beginning because
I didn't know what was
going to
happen. I had no idea, so I thought maybe this is it. A
When you do,
simulation,
like,
just keep going. I don't know.
Like the mini games with the notebook, like the words that appear, it's like crazy shit.
Yeah, then the poems and stuff, and
Yeah, the poems.
Like, he missed like almost everything in Act 2 except
But
for Yuri's.
if someone like me downloads the game or
Big
is
jump scare.
told to play the game and didn't know what was going to happen, could fuck you up if you didn't know what you were going to
Man.
expect. You know what I mean?
Okay, we're going back to media.
Yeah, you're next.
I watched the Pitch Perfect trilogy. I don't know if you ever watched Pitch Perfect, but it's about a group of
No, but we
college
discussed
girls who sing.
That's the name.
Shit, yeah.
No.
But it was pretty good. I quite enjoyed it, actually. The music was okay. We watched it like one movie next day, the second one. Third one was probably the weakest. But it had an Elder God in it, John Lithgow. It was a pretty good movies, actually. I wasn't thinking I would like them, but I did.
I think I saw maybe even the full first one at one point.
It's funny too. It's funny. There's a character called Fat Amy.
Yeah.
She's funny.
Now she's in everything.
Anna Kendrick's in it.
That was the movie where one of the girls had to have like surgery or something, and she had a low voice.
Yeah.
All right.
Like she was like mixing a chord or something. I don't know. It was weird. The next movie I watched was Knives Out, which was one I think like one of the best movies of the year. What are you laughing at?
No, I want to be the main event.
I don't know what this is about, but Knives Out was really good. It starred a bunch of actors, Chris Evans, some other people, and also Jamie Lee Curtis, who appeared in that Christmas movie. I forgot the name of it already.
Miss Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas with the Cranks, yes. So that was anyway. It had a good twist at the end. The twist, it had many twists actually, but it really shaped your perspective of what you were thinking about in the movie. Like you think it's gonna go this way, but it totally flips it around. It's crazy, and then it flips it around again. It's a great movie. I really recommend
What's the
Knives
name
Out.
of it again?
Knives Out.
Knives Out.
It's a mystery movie.
Let's go podcast this time, guys. My
Wow.
new favorite thing is the Taste Buds podcast, hosted by Joe DeRosa and my buddy, future Elder God, Sal Volcano of the Tenderloins and the Impractical Jokers. I've had a few people hooked on this already. I got Tony, I got Scuba-Steve.
I'll check it out.
Taste Buds, the podcast, is a food debate podcast.
Oh,
It's Sal and Joe.
My type of thing.
They sit down at a table like us, and they debate food. For example, Oreos versus Chips Ahoy.
Is that one of them?
For
Is that what
example,
you asked?
cinnamon raisin bagels versus the everything bagel. Apple pie versus peach pie. Now let me explain the podcast. It's between 30, 40, 50 minutes. They debate for 30 minutes. So they pick a topic, and they do a Twitter poll as they're recording. They put it on their Twitter. Whatever the result after 30 minutes is the winner. Okay? And it stands as the truth, no matter what.
Well,
no matter how they debate. Except if it's really close.
Right.
If it's so close, they agree that at some point they will discuss it in the future again to see if it changes. Mm-hmm. It's awesome. They sit there and they get very heated. They come prepared. They get aggressive on cinnamon raisin bagels.
I don't like that.
And it spins off, and it's one versus the other. Each of them take a side. And it's just like us sitting here discussing things. We can discuss food for hours. I can discuss food with a lot of people. Scuba-Steve, Tristan. We can sit here and talk about food. We could talk about food. We talked about lettuce earlier.
We did.
It's an easy thing to do. You get emotional with it sometimes.
So
Sal does. Joe does.
I will say that
Joe Finach.
every single episode, I've only listened to 3 of them, or I guess 2.5 if you really want to be technical, but I've got really heated as well.
It's probably one I hadn't listened to yet.
Um,
There's a few I haven't listened to. There's probably 8 of them now.
yeah.
They recorded some months ago that have just come out. This has just come out probably within the last month, and they've now sent some more out.
It's just on like all major platforms.
Yes.
Okay.
It's good. And then they read the comments from the Twitter polls too.
Yeah.
Some of them are great, and they pick like a comment of the episode. And what they do is they call their fans the Taste Buddies. The Taste Buddies, and we have the Elder God Maniacs. So, give Taste Buds a listen. It's cool. And you'll be very surprised how in-depth and aggressive, I could say, with the debate they get. It's great. Passionate. Passionate's a better word.
They get very, very passionate.
It's crazy. It's awesome. They're two buddies having a good time talking about their tastes.
Excuse me, fellas. Now, we all know we don't have a lot of fans. And we're not even sure if everyone listens.
7, I think.
We're not even sure if people say they listen, but do they actually listen? Well, this is a test right here. Because I'm not putting this in the description. This is a hidden segment on the podcast.
Oh, I like this.
Ooh.
This is a hidden giveaway.
Oh.
Now, if you're hearing this, do not tell anybody. Do not publicly post this in the comments. Do not tell anybody, or I will have to ban you. Give you a little slappies, all right? But if you're listening to this, I want you to message me, Big Bad Dad, or the Elder God account. Message, private DM me on anything. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Email me. OnlyFans. Email me. Tell me you heard this segment and that you want to be entered into the $20 giveaway. Anything you want, any gift card, $20. So if you're hearing this is for the true fans here, and we're gonna announce it first thing next podcast. So we know most people listen to the beginning, but do they really listen to the whole thing?
I like this idea.
So
Really interesting. Yeah.
really interesting. So
Maybe we'll even throw in an autograph photo.
maybe
Ooh.
autograph photo, maybe. And let's continue talking about like what are we talking about before?
Media.
No, like what we get talking about the
Podcast.
Taste buds.
taste buds. Yeah, but the taste buds really good.
Yeah, Taste Buds.
Yeah.
Give it a listen.
Taste buds, yeah. Sal. And who else was in it? Sal and
Joe
Joe.
DeRosa.
I don't know.
I don't either. I looked him up. Couldn't really find anything he was big in. He's just a comedian like Sal. Cameos in some shows and movies. Special appearances. But nothing I really could find that I knew him from. Funny. He's funny, though. Good stuff. So he's from Philly, so he's like, that metro area.
That guy. So I'm gonna skip a couple of media because it's going on pretty long. My final media. I've been playing. I got this for Christmas. I've been playing the new Final Fantasy VII Remake on PS4. Really fun game. We talked about it in episode 6, the Discord episode. Kevin played the demo.
probably asleep at that point.
But Final Fantasy VII, really good game. It lived up to the hype. I don't think it's better than the original, but it's still pretty good. I like it a lot. So that was my media. And now Salvis has like this whole contraption set up here. What's
done with media?
Yeah, what's going on here?
All right, boys.
His laptop with speakers hooked up. So who knows? Who knows what he's gonna say? What do you think, Robbie?
Are you guys
For your
ready?
convenience, I am monitored to respond to the name Robby.
Yeah, that's what I called you, dumbass. Oh, he's mad.
Now the fans will have to go on their own to their Google machines
Google machines. All right.
and watch this.
It's a video. Is this your hunt video?
No, better.
Oh, is it an OC? Is this your sex tape with a shirt on?
Okay. Everybody close your eyes.
Okay.
You have to pay attention, boys.
Okay, can I look?
And fans. No.
I'm not looking. I can't see the title.
Volume
Oh, I see a
up.
black sound. It's 14 minutes long.
What?
All right, here we go.
15 minutes later.
This
What was that video we just watched?
we just watched. Ready or Not, Here School Comes. This was released August 2nd, 2010. The description here says, get ready for a new school year with staff members of Ludlow's school system. This show is a result of LCTV's first ever television production camp shot in 1 week by middle school students.
Oh, it was middle school. Okay.
And one night in October, November, I don't remember. It was after we had filmed the last one you were on. I'm just searching the internet for something. I'm just browsing, and I come across this video. I have no idea who's in this video. I'm watching this, and all of a sudden, Tony Franchise and an old friend of ours, who we're going to refer to as BJ, show up on this thing. And I remember this camp. I remember this camp because my mom wanted me to do this camp. Mm-hmm.
It was a camp.
It was a
Yeah,
1
it was a
week.
summer camp.
You worked with Ludlow Community TV.
That fucking sucks.
And she's like, well, Anthony's doing it, and Jake was doing it. I never did it. I could have been in this video.
You could have been the audio. I remember. So I was in charge of what camera was on at the So I was in charge of the swaps,
The swaps?
like from the camera to the video.
like the transitions.
There you go. Like I said,
Didn't do a good job.
Yeah, none of you did a good job, to be honest, but
No.
you were like 12. Not even 12, you were like 10.
yeah, I was, and
No,
they
you had to be 12 because
You're in high school and
It
you
was-
go to 13.
it was
You're 13 now?
2010.
All right,
No,
let's go.
13. Yeah, 7th grade.
Oh, you're right.
So yeah, I was.
Maybe like 11 or maybe
Jake
10.
and I were
12,
fighting over. We wanted. I'm sorry.
BJ.
BJ and I were fighting over. We wanted to wear the. There was headphones that you got to wear to talk to the camera people to move the cameras. And we had like a
Beats.
15-minute fight, an argument on who was gonna wear it. And the guy said, "All right, you got to pick on one thing. You can either pick the audio, or the camera transition machine, whatever you call it." And we both picked the separate ones. And he's like, "Oh, that was a lot easier."
To clarify in this, you, Tony Franchise, interview the school superintendent at the time. For those who did not watch this video, but I recommend you go watching it on YouTube.
I recommend you don't. I'm still in shock. You don't understand. This was like hidden away. This is buried
I
underneath
was
so many.
waiting for months to play this, and I knew I was
Oh
going to do it
my
on the
God.
podcast. I also want to give a shout out to two other people who have history with LCTV. Patty Smalls, weatherman
Batman.
from The Lions Roar,
Great guy.
and also someone who participated in our Christmas special.
Larry.
Not Larry,
Fred
but
Fox.
Gabby Godbout was the host of The Lions Roar her senior year.
I hate her.
And BJ, I think, took that class in high school, too. At one point.
I don't.
BJ used to sleep in the Elder God's classroom, Mr. Snow. So, what the BJ? How could you do that?
Slept in Woody's, too.
Oh my god.
No.
I was in that class. Me and JD.
I see him.
You understand? I'm still in shock. I can't believe that A, you found it. B, it's still online.
You don't know how many times I wanted to talk about this.
God.
So I'm glad you enjoyed that. I think that's the end of our media.
It is.
That was a banger. It's a 15-minute video.
I like the new media you brought to the table. Good job. Well,
It's a very media-driven episode.
So we're gonna hop into our Elder God of the Week. This is it. This is the moment. We even have a framed painting of him right here. He's looking at us the whole time. I'm mentioning it now. It is Inspector Gadget.
What a guy.
I'm gonna read the Instagram post. Elder God of the Week is Inspector Gadget, the man who is always on duty. Gadget's favorite game is that game called Minecrafta. Oh wait, it's called Minecraft. He loves to build brown bricks in Minecraft. Inspector Gadget's arch enemy is Mike Matei. Even after telling Mike that he could shut up now, Mike still kept going on about Minecrafta. Gadget was victorious in the end by killing Mike and ending his reign of making horrible videos, crappy comics and posting nudes on Twitter. Inspector Gadget went on to defeat even The Voice, taking over control of Siva Gunner for over a week. Now, Gadget, he may not look like it, but he is extremely intelligent. He has a robotic implant in his brain that lets him perform 12 quadrillion calculations per second. He could rewrite the code of Minecraft on his computer book, all while helping Penny with her homework and cleaning up Brain's duty. He also has a free iPad. Inspector Gadget is truly an elder god. Now, Tony, you may be confused there.
A little.
We're talking about Inspector Gadget from the YouTube video, Minecraft Gadget. I think you may have been confused talking about the movie or the cartoon. No, we're talking about Minecraft Gadget, Mike Matei.
Apologize.
This video was released in 2012. It was of Cinemassacre, related to Angry Video Game Nerd. Mike Matei, he made a video with Inspector Gadget. It was like a little cartoon of him, and they're playing Minecraft together. It was deleted because everyone hated it, and it was cringe, as some call it. But it became kind of a meme on the YouTube channel I mentioned before, Siva Gunner, which makes like parody music and like this lore. And that was around May 2017. It came a comeback, and even Mike Matei himself brought it back on the YouTube channel because he embraced the meme. He embraced it, even though it sucked. But back to Doki Doki Literature Club. His Inspector Gadget, he actually took over the channel as a little joke, like he was making his own music and stuff, and he disappeared for a while. But then he came back, right, as like superpowers. But it was actually the Nostalgia Critic. I don't know if you know what the Nostalgia Critic is.
I don't.
And the Nostalgia Critic actually became Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club. So it's kind of like a loop there.
Look at that. Elder God Fate.
Elder God Pody. Inspector Gadget, hilarious video.
So here I spent like hours.
Let's get into the real Inspector Gadget.
You can talk about him if you want. You know, they can share
I
the
have.
slot.
I may have seen part of the movie at some point. I can't recall anything about Inspector Gadget.
I've seen the Smosh parody.
So give us a rundown. Quick rundown. We're kind of running late here.
Take your time.
I'll try
Take
my
your
best.
time, man. I got nowhere to be.
Inspector Gadget. It was originally back in a cartoon back in the 80s, 1983 to 1986. Had 2 seasons. I couldn't look at the episode list to see how many episodes was. Inspector Gadget in the original animated series was voiced by Don Adams. He's a gentleman from a 60s.
He's a gentleman.
He's a gentleman.
He's not a guy. He's a gentleman.
No, he's a guy.
We're classy here at the Elder God Podcast.
We are.
He's a gent.
So he's a gentleman back from a 1960s, I want to say sitcom, a television show called Get Smarter.
Yeah.
And if you watch that show and Inspector Gadget, you'll see that Inspector Gadget and his character, which was a secret agent. Give me a second. I do have his.
Was he on Forbidden Planet?
He was not. He
I
was
saw
a little
something
after his time.
that the original concept for Inspector Gadget, he had a mustache,
Yes.
Yeah.
but they had, because of legal purposes with Get Smart, they got rid of the mustache, made him look different.
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
So Maxwell Smart was the character's name. And again, if you watch Get Smart and Inspector Gadget, they're extremely
For
similar.
your convenience, I am monitored to respond to the name Robby.
Interesting. I didn't know Robby was a fan of Inspector Gadget.
Neither was I. I'm glad he is. Well, they are both
Oh,
kind
they're
of
both robots, yeah.
He's half robot, half person?
Is he a
Correct.
cyborg?
Yes. So depending on what you go through, apparently there is lore. It wasn't confirmed in the anime, or not anime, the animation.
Could be an anime.
It could be. Apparently the story is he slipped on a banana peel and went down a staircase and was woke up in the hospital with all these enhancements.
But you know where the lore came from?
Don't
In
remember.
what I watched today, they mentioned how there is no ever mention of how he became a cyborg, except for a trading card on the back of a trading card, like a Topps card.
All right.
They told that brief story that he slipped on a banana peel. That's the only mention of it.
So
That's what I understand.
at least in the cartoon, there was no mention of it. In the movies, there
Oh.
were.
Well, now going from what my research was, the guy who was talking about Inspector Gadget says that he does not consider the movie as part of the lore at all.
I would kind of agree with it because if you watch the movie and you watch the
He said
cartoon,
they're two different universes.
they're completely they are extremely different.
But in the movie, is the banana peel in there, or is it a different
No.
story?
So in the movie, the original Inspector Gadget Walt Disney movie, Inspector Gadget is played by Matthew Broderick.
Yeah. Which he was mentioned in a movie we talked about here. I can't remember what it
I
was.
don't know. But I do remember recently.
Oh, it was Deck the Halls with Dan DeVito.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes.
He was on Forbidden Planet, too.
Maybe.
So he was a security guard at this company. What happened was is Dr. Claw, the guy. I don't know if you.
There was more lore that Inspector Gadget and the Claw might be the same person.
Yes, but that was disproven.
Because you never see his face, right?
Oh my god, that's
It's
dumb as
almost true.
Almost.
There was only once that there were Dr. Claw's show was
You have
shown.
a cat.
Yes, and it wasn't in the cartoon, but it was in the toy from the cartoon, where you would have to buy the toy in order to see his face, which I thought was extremely stupid.
Interesting.
But I'm
so much more interested in this right now than I was like an hour ago.
I did like that lore. I really wish that what you talked about because
now it's debunked.
The theory that they thought the original Inspector Gadget, or the guy who he was, I don't know what his actual name is in the cartoon before he was Inspector Gadget. Fred Fox. He died, so they kind of recreated him as Inspector Gadget, but in reality,
he's like Darth Vader.
Well, kind of. And where the Inspector Gadget is actually kind of a robotic version of him, but he still has his conscience. Well, Dr. Claw is what was left of after the accident, after he fell down the staircase.
The abortion.
So that's kind of wishy. So that's where that theory comes from. So in the movie starring Matthew Broderick, he becomes Inspector Gadget because he's in an exploding car.
Yeah, he's a car?
Yeah.
Well, now they're two different universes.
Right. So
Interesting.
In the Inspector Gadget, he was chasing Claw because Dr. Claw stole a foot from this research lab, and while chasing him, he blew up the car, and he was like in head to toe bandages in the hospital, and that's where you do have a car.
I have a car.
Yeah, you have two. For now.
For now.
I know someone initials JD. He has like 20 cars.
Right on his lawn.
And on his lawn, they're all registered, so he's paying for these cars.
Do they all run?
He's not even driving them. I don't know. He's paying for them, though. Dumbass.
Okay, can we see that Inspector Gadget is like a mix, from what I understand, from what I did in my research, is a mix between like Detective Clouseau from Pink Panther, The $6 Million Man, James Bond, and Get Smart all in one.
There's one more.
One more? That's all I have here.
So, Dynamite.
Dynamite.
So, from at least the research that
I don't know if I've heard Dynamite.
So, do you know Scooby-Doo?
Oh, I did hear about this too. Yes.
Blue Falcon has a sidekick named Dynamite.
We're talking about Scoob.
He's also in the movie though.
Oh shit.
But in the original cartoon, that character has his own spin-off show in the 70s, where his contraptions come from is from the dog Dynamite. So that's also kind of where he got his inspiration.
I saw Inspector Gadget at Walmart. Picture seen right now.
If I can find it.
I have it.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I mean,
you were there?
Yeah. I don't, we took it together.
Oh shit. Okay. I know that someone at the stable claims they can play the Inspector Gadget theme song on the piano.
Robby, you can do this?
Depending on when this goes out and when he can submit it, Robby might have to get cracking on it.
I also saw that the composer of this song, the Inspector Gadget theme song, made the theme song for He-Man and the Power Rangers.
Interesting. You have a different song or a different music or a theme song background because...
Welcome to Altair 4, gentlemen. I am to transport you to the residence.
Theme song's a banger.
That theme song is actually based on the classical song, The Hall of the Mountain King.
Oh, really?
If you ever... I know you guys have heard of it.
It's a great song.
You just don't know the name of it, but if you listen to that and The Hall of the Mountain King, it's pretty darn close.
For your convenience,
Oh my god. Anything else on Inspector Gadget?
There's a second movie, straight to VHS.
Is it the same cast?
No, completely different.
It's like Disney's pumping out.
Yeah.
There's a...
French Stewart was the guy who played...
Yo, fuck Frank Stewart.
You know who he is?
I said fuck him.
You know him?
Yeah, he was on Celebrity Jeopardy on Saturday Night Live.
I did my research on this.
He was also the guy who was in one of the villains in Home Alone 4.
Home Alone 4.
Home Alone 4, another one.
We don't talk about that. It will never be discussed on any Christmas episode because it's a shit movie.
I will kind of agree with you on that one.
Anything after Home Alone 2 because there's a straight-to-DVD. Any straight-to-DVD movies I'm not a fan of.
What about Kangaroo Jack Goes to USA?
That's an exception.
Okay.
Well, the second movie was my introduction to Inspector Gadget.
What about Aladdin 4, Jafar Gets New Glasses?
I heard that has actually pretty good reviews.
I like that one.
Okay.
1 or 2. 1 or 2? Can I see him again? 1 or 2? Can I see 2? Anything else?
I think we'll go to our next segment.
I've got some stuff.
Oh, you have some stuff? Okay.
Is this like a regular kind of
yes.
news
Oh,
talking
yeah.
segment?
Yeah, Salva's news.
I want to talk about watermelon or Major Melon, Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good.
We discuss Mountain Dew a lot on here. We have a big fan at the table.
With yours?
I don't think I'm a doer,
I'm a doer.
but I had Major Melon just released a few weeks ago. It's pretty good. It's the
Tournament
perfect mix.
flavor. Really good.
I have one can. I enjoyed it. It's very sweet. It is what it is. It's better than the Fanta Dew? Not Fanta Dew. Fanta watermelon review on here before.
Yeah, we had that
Not
for
Fanta.
Donner Party episode.
Sunkiss, something like that. One of those orange soda companies.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Crushed watermelon.
This afternoon, at night, it was probably 8 o'clock. Big news was released by the WWE
Oh, my God.
that they made their official announcements for WrestleMania, which happens every March, end of March, early April. Okay. Last year, WrestleMania was supposed to be at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Obviously, the world shut down just several weeks before that, and they did it all closed set, 2-night special.
Elder God Podcast and he shut down. We're
No.
still going. Woo!
You're strong. So they plan on doing Raymond James Stadium April 10th and 11th in the 2-night special. So I'm assuming they're going to be one of their first events with fans in the stadium it was supposed to be last year. Pirate themed, because it was supposed to be pirate themed last year. Pirates of Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's their building, or they're building their stadium. Now this year was originally planned to be WrestleMania in Hollywood, which would be WrestleMania 37. 37 would have been this year in Hollywood at the new SoFi Stadium. That building is not ready, nor would they probably be able to run such an event in the state of California. So that was canceled. So this is their plan. They're going to do Tampa Bay this year. They're going to do Dallas next year for WrestleMania 38. Woo! AT&T Stadium for 2022. And they're going to do WrestleMania Hollywood in April of 2023. So they have a 3-year plan that let's hope works. So that's big news. They're going to have WrestleMania in front of fans, I would assume, if they're doing a stadium. I don't know how tickets work, but they announced that just probably 2 hours ago at this point. More than that. Wow. 4 hours ago. That's a big deal because they have not had fans in the building at all. They have some sort of Thunderdome.
That's the hype, man.
Crap that they've been doing. But their competitor, All Elite Wrestling, have been running shows in Jacksonville on the other end of the state with fans for probably 2 months now. And they have maybe 2,000, 3,000 fans in there. Wrestling without fans is, for those who you guys don't understand, wrestling without fans is pretty terrible.
I can understand.
It's pretty terrible. That's why I don't watch WWE regularly anymore. AEW I watch on a weekly basis because of the fans. It makes a huge difference.
Keep sniffing that. It's kind of weird.
No, it
let him smell it.
smells. Like, it's like hot.
I also want to do our moment of silence. This is wrestling related. Okay. Right after Christmas, Brodie Lee died. Brodie Lee is a wrestler who works for All Elite Wrestling.
Wait, Brodie?
Brodie Lee.
From the Yo Mama YouTube channels.
I think we're getting them confused.
Okay, sorry.
41 years old, died of lung issues. This was not seen, and it was stressed that it's not COVID related. It must have been some serious lung issues. Suddenly died. I was on my phone, all of a sudden I'm on Facebook. All Elite Wrestling had put out a little press release about him dying. It was shocking. He had not been seen on TV for probably 2 months. Just figured it was time off or something, maybe a small injury, and all of a sudden he had died. He's a 2-time WWE Tag Team Champion, former Intercontinental Champion in WWE, and more recently, All Elite Wrestling TNT Champion, who he had beaten Cody Rhodes for on August 13th. He was wrestling up until 3 months ago.
Wow.
It was it was honestly very shocking, and
So it's okay, Robbie. It's okay.
he was in the Wyatt family in the WWE. He had left WWE around this time last year. Mm-hmm. Very discontent at how he was being used. He went to All Elite Wrestling and he created a character. He was the Exalted One. He had this gang called, they're still around, the Dark Order. It's a minion. It's like his minion of like 10 guys.
The Dark Order.
The Dark Order, they all have numbers. Like there's Dark Order 10, 99, some wear masks. And he was their leader, and they would go, they do this thing with the claw. They have a claw hand.
Like Dr. Claw?
Dr. Claw. They helped them win the championship. He had lost it since. And then All Elite Wrestling did a tribute show to him, which was very emotional. Very emotional. You could see everyone there crying, red eyes. It was a nice show. He has 2 kids, and they had his son ringside the whole time. He was 8 years old maybe, Brodie Lee Jr., and he was getting involved in the matches, and he picked out the matches. So it was a weird combination of guys and stuff, but it was what the kid wanted. They did a nice tribute, and at the very end of the show, the owner, Tony Khan, handed his son the belt that his dad held, and they retired that version of the belt, and they made a new design so that the kid has the belt as a memento for his father. It was very sad. Yes, moment of silence for Brodie Lee. He was known as Luke Harper in WWE. I don't even mention that. But dinner party. Big hockey fan, Toronto Maple Leafs fan, so we don't want to mention that. But big Impractical Jokers fan. This past week's episode, or 2 weeks ago, of Dinner Party was in his honor. It was a picture of him and Sal at the end of the episode. He and Sal were good friends. He went to the live shows. They would get each other tickets to their own shows. And big Jokers fan like us, big hockey fan like me. I hope maybe he'd be a fan of this podcast. So
I think
let's leave that there. T-shirts. Everyone did a good job honoring him. It was weird that the community came together. I know. I just want to mention that. It was Patty Smells will appreciate this.
T-shirts.
Well, let's get to T-shirt. I think it's the last thing we have.
We got to talk about those. No, we got one more thing after this, but.
Okay, first of all, we have T-shirts for the 1-year anniversary of the podcast. I'm wearing one.
I'm holding one.
He's holding one.
It's actually pretty good design.
They're blue with the logo.
Dark blue.
See, yeah. I wish we could on the back we could list every Elder God. But I feel like that would make it copyrighted. But whatever, man. It's cool.
So we got the first 2 shirts here.
Very cool. Very cool.
It's comfy. What's this? Let me read the tag here.
Gildan.
Ultra cotton. Yeah, that's cool.
Wow. So, you want a shirt?
Message us.
Get a hold of us.
Wait, how much is it? We'll worry about it later. Okay.
As if we're gonna discuss this.
Yeah, we got that.
But let's say we work this out. Shirts are $20. Get a hold of us. We'll get you a shirt.
That's not including shipping and handling, correct?
There's a handling fee. If you want it shipped, there is also a shipping fee.
Also
it'll be about $5.50, maybe $6.
Some bonus prices if you want a little more, if you know what I mean.
And if these sell out quick, we can make them pretty easily.
Nice. We'll go to our last segment.
There's more?
Quick segment. That's got Q&A.
Forgot about that, yeah.
This is going to be quick. So this is asked on the...
Wait, what size is that?
It's a large.
I forgot to bring one for little Andre. Oh. What size is he?
XXX.
Triple? Mm-hmm. Damn, I would have heard him at just an extra large.
We're still gonna need,
okay, we'll figure it out after.
We're going to need a doll size for Robby, too.
Yeah, what's that, 3T?
Yeah, 3T. What do you think, Robby? What's your size?
Now, if you've seen Forbidden Planet, you'd know that he can make his own.
Sure.
Well,
he can make his own anything.
You're assuming I'm a nerd who watches old movies, so...
I apologize.
I am.
Okay.
What's up?
It's not Inspector Gadget.
It's not.
Not yet.
Okay, Q&A. So that's on the Elder God Discord. If you want in, let me know. You should honestly get it back on there, because we talk about cool shit on there. But...
Nice.
Make a Discord? Join?
Still drinking tab.
Make a Snapchat. You're on a Snapchat group.
You need to get Snapchat.
I have no social media. You know this.
You need to get it because I have content that you don't get because you don't.
There's some good stuff on the Snapchat.
I got content right here.
I'll sign you up after
this. I sent a great picture of today, thinking about Harambe. But first question, we have 2. These are both drink debates. Okay.
Okay.
So the first one.
Well, this plays into Taste Buds.
This is by Ryan, Mr. Rain, our artist. He asks. He wants a Mountain Dew debate. So what's the best dew?
Okay. I feel like this could be an whole episode.
I know, but I don't even want to talk about it. But
quickly,
if I would give a top 3.
Oh no, top 3, just one.
I'm giving top 3.
He asked what's the best. He didn't ask top 3.
Top 3 is Liberty Brew, Live Wire, which is a nice orange, and Frostbite. I like Frostbite.
I can say
Maui Burst is close though.
I have not had all the Mountain Dews.
I haven't had all the Mountain Dews.
I've never had Code Red. I haven't had the Live Wire.
I give you the Live Wire.
I do haven't drinking it yet. Probably my favorite Mountain Dew currently is the Maui Burst.
Maui Burst is awesome.
It's that pineapple flavor. I like pineapple.
Maui Burst is and
pineapple small.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna give me regular cans soon. It's like 12 packs.
For Maui Burst?
Mm-hmm.
Exclusive Dollar Tree stuff?
It's Dollar General.
Dollar General. I'm
wanna
sorry.
confuse
Oh,
fans.
jeez. I'm sorry.
I've only had the two, original Mountain Dew and Liberty Brew, and I do like Liberty.
Yeah, Baja
Brew.
Blast. Baja Blast is kind of a high contender too.
Did I?
It's a
Taco Bell, man. Who hasn't
exclusive.
had it? Come on, man.
I don't.
But they sold it in bottles.
I don't eat at Burrito Bell.
Yeah, Burrito Bell.
Burrito Bell, excuse me. But
Oh, I like the honorable mention for the Southern Lightning at KFC.
Sweet Lightning,
Sweet Lightning.
really good.
I like it. It's peach. I like peach too.
I'm going to KFC tomorrow.
It's not often where you see peach flavored stuff. Like I like the peach Harmony Springs. Really good.
It's okay. That was a Dew Debate. Well, a big one soon. See, the thing about you telling me that you haven't had all the Dews. I haven't had all the Dews because you go to a tier maker of like all the Dews, you realize like how many you actually haven't had. Like it was like more than half I haven't had. So many. There's like the Game Fuel ones. There's the Kickstarter ones.
When are we going to Sam's Club?
I gotta go to Sam's Club.
Isn't there like a state, like a different one for each state or something, or was it?
That was
like
a bottle.
promo?
That was like a promotion. Like
It was
the
like
bottle.
you
had
collect a
state.
bottle that said
You
each
get
state on
$50.
it.
But it was the same. Okay.
It was the Liberty Brew last year,
Yeah, they did another one this year.
No.
Though, for like regular Dew.
2019.
Yeah. Anyway, second question. We had a whole debate about this on the Discord. Like everybody was getting on it. Thoughts on chalky milk, like chocolate milk.
Oh, chocolate milk.
I was saying, me and Mark were saying chocolate milk is for kids, and if you're drinking as an adult, you're a loser.
You know, funny you say that. I used to drink it religiously when I was in elementary school. Haven't touched it since.
Okay, we got. What about you, Salvis?
I don't do chocolate milk. I don't
Alright.
do chocolate stuff.
Glad
more or
we're
less.
all adults here. Robbie. Yes.
I don't do chocolate ice cream. I don't do chocolate cake. So I don't do chocolate
I'm
milk.
not a big chocolate guy either myself.
So, may I ask a question since we're talking about food?
Talking about milk.
Well, this is milk related.
No, not MILF. Milk.
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
like a lot
Never
to be
mind.
milk related.
But no, vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream.
Vanilla.
Well, I wouldn't even choose. First off, I wouldn't choose either of those. But if I had to choose, I'd go vanilla.
Yeah. If you're still going to an ice cream shop now and getting vanilla or chocolate ice cream, talk about being a kid.
Yeah, grow up.
Yeah.
No,
grow up.
that's like the basis.
Yes, I'm pointing at good.
But I'm talking about this as taste. This
Basics.
is the debate for taste buds
I know.
that's coming
I
out.
still have to listen to that one.
I've listened to it and it's quite.
Wait, is there actually one for chocolate and vanilla?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just came out like 2
Yeah,
days ago.
I just listened to it yesterday.
They've been pumping them out. I love it when I get the notification from Podbean that got it. Like, there we go.
Pod.
But
I want to shout out to the T-shirts.
Oh, actually, I was doing good.
When I picked them up today at Steve Sports, Steve and Brian, I gave Brian a card. He goes, "Is your podcast on Spotify?" I said, "Of course it is.
That means he doesn't
Give it a listen." I gave him a card. I hadn't seen him in a while, so now he's probably listening. Steve's listened to a few episodes and enjoys them. I hope. Shout outs if they're listening now.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Biggie Cheese on Twitter.
I imagine this is gonna get cut down a little
Yeah.
bit.
Are we anything else to say? Let's just
checking
do
my notes real
the
quick.
usual wrap up. You know where to listen.
Yeah, you know, Spotify, Apple, Google, Anchor, YouTube, of course. Follow the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, maybe.
Follow me on Instagram. Big Sal Collectibles hit 250 followers this week.
Damn, man. I gotta start posting
Videos to come.
videos to come. You know what's crazy? You know my uncle, we mentioned before in the podcast. Maybe, I don't know.
Good man.
He has like over like 1,000 Instagram followers. I don't know if you looked.
No.
He like actually does.
I want to
like,
meet this guy.
Go on a road trip, but you can only go on the road trip if you get a girl.
I don't know if I want to go on a road trip with you across the country in an RV.
I would love to drive across the country, but I don't know.
In a truck?
Oh, you driving? You invited to the road trip?
Jesus Christ.
You
don't understand- you don't understand
You're not
how
the
much I-
replacement for the girl.
Well, no. But you don't understand how much I drive.
Oh, I know.
It's a little. This is
You
at
probably
the
go
end
for a
of
drive
I don't
tonight.
know if you wanna. Oh, I did yesterday.
No, tonight's
actually.
drinking night, isn't it?
Tonight is drinking night.
I drank before I got here.
The
So I'm probably gonna, since this is I have Monday off. I'm gonna be driving tomorrow.
you have the White Claws, right?
No, I got whiskey, man. I apologize. It's vodka. Recently, I've been doing a lot of vodka.
Pink Whitney?
Huh?
Pink Whitney vodka?
No,
I like
right
mixing
now
my
I'm doing
vodka
Tito's.
with Cab.
That's for the next podcast.
Yeah, next
also, we got to do some spin-off stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that.
Hopefully on some Seinfeld stuff.
I'm almost done my Bibbly Let's Play. Type.
No, blah, blah, blah.
My Bibbly.
All right, let's do the official wrap up.
That's it, guys.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
I want to thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Top 25 rated guests.
Wait a second. This is an odd episode. Ooh. Remember, you used to be on odd
I thought you said
episodes.
it was 14.
It was 15.
15.
Oh,
Christmas was
did
14.
I write down 15?
You fucked
I
up,
thought
man.
you did. You wrote down. You definitely said 15, and you wrote down
Yeah,
a
it's
number.
15. It's 15.
Yeah, it's 15. All right. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Have a good day.
Woo!